What am I supposed to do with this? Is this the liver?
Just take a bite.
Just a bite like this?
No, it's completely sterile.
There you go.
Oh! Oh!
I'm Chris Bashinelli. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York with the world on my stoop, but I always knew there was a bigger world out there. I'm a global explorer, a travel writer, and a moderator for the United Nations. Much like the United Nations, this stoop is a place for open dialogue. In this show, we'll step inside new worlds.
Oh, wow.
And give new meaning to the term cultural exchange.
Oh! Oh!
Join me.
Oh, man!
As I travel the globe.
You do this every day of the week?
To walk in someone else's shoes for one day.
That's because we're in Haiti!
Together, let's bridge the gap.
Bridge the Gap to Pine Ridge was made possible by Osprey Packs, committed to serving community locally and beyond since 1974. And by the South Dakota Humanities Council, the South Dakota Community Foundation, the Yip Harburg Foundation, Mother Jones Fund of the Peace Development Fund, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Native Americans, a people and a culture all but forgotten to mainstream American society. I'm here on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota to visit the Oglala Lakota people, or Oyate. I've come here to immerse myself fully into this culture in order to try to understand the plight of modern-day Native Americans. My memory of Native Americans goes as far back as my history books in 8th grade. Feathers and hats, Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims, and scary-looking guys that look like they want to kill me. I can't seem to remember much beyond that point. Today, all I hear about Native Americans comes in fragments. Powwows, sundances, alcoholism, and unemployment. Is the quote-unquote real Native American way of life gone? I'm here to see for myself if there's hope on and off the reservation for the Native Americans of this country. Everything in Lakota culture can somehow be traced back to the buffalo. It's a sacred animal, and to take the life of one of these giants is not taken lightly.
There's so much of a connection between what we are and what we eat and where we come from.
I meet up with Patricia Hammond, a community volunteer here on the Pine Ridge Reservation who's helped coordinate this buffalo hunt.
I feel a more of a connection between me and the buffalo and what we're doing and taking its life. I respect that life. The food that he's sacrificing himself for us, for me to live, that's a whole lot more than anything I can ever ask for any human.
The decision to let a non-native kid from Brooklyn tag along and help harvest a sacred animal was a big deal. But many in this community wanted the opportunity to show the world how the Lakota respect life. It's a matter of survival. Excited, nervous, and a bit terrified, I happen to pick up with these guys.
The stomach back. The back. Inside the stomach, the guts.
Are we gonna have to eat that?
No, I'm gonna eat it.
Local elder Martin Badwound, the man who ultimately gave the okay for me being here, Arrow, an 18-year-old Lakota who's known for his hunting, and this gentleman, who's affectionately known as the Idiot.
I wouldn't really call you that with that knife.
No, they call me that anyways, you know.
The idiot just talk. He's a talker.
He's trying to sober me up, but he ain't going to.
We head out for some target practice before the hunt. Now, my dad took me bird hunting as a kid, but that's a far cry from the way Native Americans acquired food for survival. And I'm used to shooting a shotgun, where the margin of error is much greater than with this little rifle. We meet up with Ranger Jamie Big Crow, Patricia, and her daughter for some target practice.
You see the target out there?
Yes.
The little box in between?
I jump right in and set up for my first shot. I had no idea I was in for such a big shock.
Oh! Oh, man. Oh, that hit me. Take the gun. Something hit me in the face.
It's called scope ring.
Oh, oh my God.
We're at
Wait.
In my case, I guess it's scope forehead.
It's still on that scope.
The rifle scope hit me